Hi, good morning. How are you? Uh, I'm happy to be in conversation with you today again. And as you know, you can send me questions to the following email address info@jayo.com. Info, I-N-F-O, at jayo.com, J-I-Y-O.com. Most of the questions are coming from readers of You Are the Universe, Discovering Your Cosmic Self, and why it matters. But you can send me any question, and while you're at it, please download the app Jayo, J-I-Y-O. You can also go to the internet and become a member of jayo.com, J-I-Y-O.com. It's our ecosystem that we all hang out together there, and hopefully we're all moving in the direction of a more peaceful, just, sustainable, healthier, and joyful world through shifting our collective consciousness. Today's question is from Tajana Becker. She says, "Dear Deepak, I hope this email finds you well. Many thanks for your daily lessons on Facebook. I've already learned a lot. I have also searched for answers myself of a near-death experience and have experienced healing and recovery. My question is, how would you explain the energy of healing?" So this is a very good question, and let us kind of first of all talk what is energy anyway. So, science today describes energy as that which does work. So if I have the thought, lift my arm up, that requires energy. The thought is, of course, intangible and only a subjective experience, the intention. But this is very much a translation of a thought into energy and matter. So right now, as I'm speaking to you, I'm changing my thoughts into energy, which helps me mobilize my vocal cords, and then we're using technology so that these signals in the form of noise get retranslated into your consciousness as an exchange of thoughts in what we call mind space. This is been a very big problem for physicalists or materialists, and it's called the mind-brain-body problem, because the mind is supposed to be subtle in the realms of the invisible, and then energy and matter are in the realm of the visible. Here's my particular thinking around this matter, and that is that which we call energy and matter are human constructs for modes of knowing and experience in consciousness. That actually there's only consciousness which modulates itself into that which we call energy and matter. Consciousness is invisible but makes the experience of the visible possible, and then we interpret that as energy and matter. So energy and matter are actually the interpretation of perceptual experiences in consciousness. Ultimately, there's only one substance, and it is not a substance. So when I move my hand up like this is only possible because consciousness, energy, and matter are the same non-thing. The essence of all existence is therefore only consciousness modulating itself as that which we call energy and matter. So that's the first thing. There is only consciousness. What is healing and what is a movement away from healing? I'll come to that in exactly 15 seconds from now. Thank you. Okay, so I'm back here. And how does this understanding of consciousness as the fundamental reality help us understand what Tajana is calling healing energy? Okay, so in one word, healing and wholeness and holy are the same word. Healing is the return of the memory of wholeness, which means that there is no such thing as the separate self, that we are part of a wholeness. And the word holy and the word whole and the word healing are all related. Healing is the return of the memory of wholeness, and suffering is the experience of the separate self. So separate self causes the experience of anxiety and fear, which leads to depression, which leads to inflammation, which leads to almost 95% of all chronic illness. It comes from that which we call, so many names for it: stress, separation, fear, anxiety, depression. That moves us away from homeostasis in the direction of chronic low-grade inflammation, which is the basis of all, or not all, but over 90% of illness is because of low-grade inflammation, result of the experience of the separate self, or the fact that people think they are separate from all that exists. When we transcend to that which is holy, whole, sacred, then we call that healing. And that, in one word, would be the experience of love. So healing energy, what you call healing energy, jhana, is the energy that comes from the experience of love. Love not just as a sentiment, but as the ultimate truth at the heart of all creation, which is there's only one consciousness manifesting as different mind-body experiences and different perceptual experiences. But as we go back to the source of all that is, then there is only one being, one experience. That which is holy is that which is healed. That which is healed is wholeness and a return to the memory of wholeness. And when we experience inseparability, when the lover and the beloved become one, that is healing. When the seer and the scenery become one, that is healing. When the observer and the observed become one, which they actually are, then that is the experience of love. Love as the ultimate truth at the heart of creation. Now, biologically, this is very interesting. So when people have what is called remission, some scientists say that is a manifestation of limbic resonance. So the limbic brain is that part of our brain which orchestrates emotions. When you are limbically resonating with someone, like a mother and a baby, because of the closeness and the bond that we call love, then the limbic brains of the mother and baby resonate, and that brings about self-regulation in the body, which we call healing. And other scientists have described 3 phases of the limbic resonance: when you engage with somebody in the spirit of love and you resonate to the same frequency in consciousness. The second phase of that is limbic regulation, so you have the intention for healing. And the third phase of that is called limbic revision. Limbic resonance, limbic regulation, limbic revision. Your neural networks get altered through neuroplasticity and through epigenetics into self-regulation, or what is called homeostasis, a return to the original state. Now, there's a lot of science to do here, but today we know that our body emanates electromagnetic fields that probably represent our state of consciousness. So the electromagnetic energy of the body is different in sleep, is different in dreams, it's different in the ordinary waking state, it's different when we transcend, it's different when we fall in love, it's different when we have compassion, joy, equanimity, peace. So when you are grounded in being, then you emanate a presence that is healing. What you do or what you say is important, but your state of being is even more important. Your state of being, the undisturbed state of being, the peace that passes understanding, that which we call equanimity, that which we call a love that transcends subject-object split, that emanates the energy of healing. So those who are great healers are beings in love. Love radiating from you like light from a bonfire. Denied to none and not necessarily focused on anyone, just radiation of love. Radiate the energy that comes from being, and being in love, being the embodiment of love. And that will, then you can divide that into mechanisms like limbic resonance, limbic regulation, limbic revision, neuroplasticity, epigenetics, a quiescence of inflammation, and a return to homeostasis or wholeness, or that which is holy and that which is healed. So that's it for today. Healing energy is the energy of love. That's it. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care and thank you for joining me here. Remember, you can send your questions to info@jayo.com. Thank you. Bye-bye.